Hello everyone, my name is Ankush Jain and this is the 10th and last video of this series. In this video, I will show you how you can deploy this solution and test it via ThunderClient. So in order to deploy the solution or the APIs on AWS Cloud, you have to use AWS CDK. So for that, you just need to click on this link. And this link will take you to the how to deploy steps. So I will just go here and I will click on how to deploy. This is the same link that I have added here. So you need to use AWS CDK. AWS CDK is a AWS Cloud Development Kit, which allows you to provision the resources in AWS. So you have to install first AWS CDK CLI, and once AWS CDK CLI is installed, you have to follow the steps which are given below. So you have to clone the repository. I have already cloned the repository here. Okay. Next step, you have to just open the command prompt and just go to this folder cdk crc src. So I will just open my command prompt here, which I will bring here. Now I will just go inside cdk folder and then I will go again in src folder. Okay. Now I have to run this command .NET restore so that I all my dependencies are restored, the NuGet packages. So you will run this command, okay, and after that you will run .NET uh, build command to make sure that build is getting successful. Okay, so build succeeded. Then you just have to go back to your previous folder where CDK JSON file is present. So you just need to go cd dot dot. So now you are on the CDK folder, which is basically this one where CDK JSON file is present. And then you have to basically run CDK deploy. And before that, you might have to run CDK bootstrap, because if you have not used CDK before and you are using it first time, so you have to run this CDK bootstrap command first. What it will do, it will create certain resources in your cloud formation. So if you go here, so it will create certain toolkit, and that includes certain resources which are required for CDK to work. So you don't have to go deep in that, but yeah, that is something that you have to run if you are using CDK first time. But I had already run the CDK bootstrap, so I am not running that command right now. Then you just need to run CDK deploy. So what this CDK deploy will do, I will just run this, and it will start creating the it will first build the project. It will convert the CDK code into CloudFormation, and then it will deploy those CloudFormation scripts. So we will just wait. Meanwhile, I just want to show you one thing. So I will take you to the code here. Okay. Okay, let me open the code so that I can show you here. However, that's just optional step that I am showing you right now. You don't have to really care about that. Okay, so first thing, you got an error, and definitely you will also get the same error. So what you need to do, once you run CDK deploy, Cognito user pool domain prefix value cannot be empty. And if you go here, Cognito user pool domain prefix, it is empty. I am not providing any value here, because what will happen if I just hard code this value with something A B C D. So if other people are also running the same command CDK deploy, so this domain will be A B C D, and the reason, for example, AP South one. So everyone will be using the same domain and it will create problem. That's why I have just left this value blank. So you have to provide this value when you are deploying. So you just need to open this file and provide it certain values. So I am just providing my name and 123. Okay, so this would be the change that I'm making. And apart from that, one more thing I would like to call out here. So there is a variable compile on CDK deploy. So by default, all the this CDK application will deploy all the Lambda functions or all the APIs which have been you know basically converted to zip file, which are basically already compiled or published code. So if you go here on every folder, you will see an output zip. So uh, uh, these output zips are already pre-compiled or published code, which is present here. So if it is going to use that code, but if you want that it should you know on the fly, when you run the CDK deploy, it should build the code and publish at that moment. So you have to make it true. And then what will happen, this code will basically uh, the code will use this, and it will use asset option. And if you go in asset options, there is a bundling feature. So what it will do, it will require the Docker container to be installed on your machine, sorry, Docker for desktop, and it will pull the Windows sorry .NET 6 image, and will move the code of your application inside that container and build it and publish it, and then will use that code to deploy on Lambda functions. So just to save your time, you don't have to do it, but you should know it that this is the variable from where you can control that. Okay, so I have done this change, Ankush 123. Now what I will do, I will just run, okay, I will first clear all these things, then I will run cdk deploy, and now the deployment will start. So just wait. Okay. Meanwhile, this deployment is in progress. What we will do, uh, we will see how we can test it. So in order to test, you just need to click on this link, and this will take you to here how to test. So you use ThunderClient extension. So I have already installed ThunderClient. So you just need to install this extension by going in an extension, and this is the extension look like. So just go here. Now what you need to do, you just need to import collection and environment variables in ThunderClient from ThunderClient folder. So here I will just go on the src on this. This is the ThunderClient folder, and you just need to import the collection and environment. So here I will go, right click import. This is the one, ThunderClient collection. Now it is installed, sorry, imported. And in the environment, I will just import environment. This is imported. I will set this as active, and yeah, now we just need to replace the values here in environment that we will do. So let's see. Okay, meanwhile you can see uh, the CDK deployment has processed, and these are the resources that are going to be created. So APIs and all these are the IAM policy changes. So we just type yes, and then CDK take starts deploying. It is creating CloudFormation genset. So let it finish. Or if you want to see, you can go here in CloudFormation. You can see the CDK stack is present here. Creation is in progress, and since we are not compiling on the fly, so it won't take much time. And you can see the resources also here. So the user pool is created, public client is created. So we can go there, cloud formation, sorry, Cognito, and we can start updating our values uh, in sorry in environment. So user pool ID, I don't think we need user pool ID. So we just need client ID, I guess, or in this domain. So I will just copy this domain. We'll update this domain here. Okay, we need client ID. For client ID, we will go here, copy the client ID is copied, client secret, copy this, and finally just go to API gateway, assuming that has been deployed. Okay, that is deployed. So we got this URL, base URL of REST API. Deployment is successful. So yeah, I think we can directly copy this URL from here, REST API URL. Okay, and just make sure that it is the correct one. Yeah, and I will just use this base URL, remove slash from the end. So we have replaced all the values. Now we can just test, but before that just close this. The CDK deployment is finished, and you can also look in CloudFormation that deployment is finished. So the CDK stack creation is completed. Now we can just verify the anonymous endpoints. So anonymous endpoint is working for this. For this is also working. Let's test it. This authentication, this is not working. So for that you have to create a user in Cognito user pool, and then you have to create an admin group. For role based authorization you have to add that user in admin group, and then after that you can just go here, come here, and just click on generate token. That will open the hosted UI. There you can just provide your username and password, and the token will be updated here. Then you can press send, and you can complete your testing. So this is how you can deploy this solution using AWS CDK, and you can test the entire solution using ThunderClient. And just don't forget to update this value, Cognito user pool domain prefix to a value which you think should be unique, and does you think would be unique and will not be used by others, just to mm, prevent the failure of your CloudFormation stack. Because if this URL is already existing, then the deployment might fail. So just do take care of that. But yeah, apart from that, all is good, and I hope that you liked this series. And please do let me know your comments, sorry, your suggestions or your feedback in comments. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this.